Testing 1, 2, 3, Steeton. I hope you have audio now. We weren't connected. The hotspot went dead. The JV game is going way late, so I hadn't connected yet. Let's go on. Why don't you start us off, play a 60-second ad, and then put us on as soon as the ad's over. And we'll just go on and do a pregame show.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on a LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
Welcome to Bear Lake basketball from Snake River, the home of the Panthers. Bear Lake Bears set to take on the Snake River Panthers. We're late getting on the air, and it's still going to be a while. There are 4:22 left in the JV game. The C team ran long, and the JV
really long.
The JV got a late start, and the JV is running even longer. So it's going to be a while before we get started, but we'll do a pregame show anyways. The Bear Lake girls set to take on the Snake River Panthers. This game is a rematch of 2 weeks ago in Bear Lake on the 14th, so 10 days ago. And 10 days ago, the Bears won by a score of 56-23 over Snake River there in Bear Lake. Right now, the JV dominating. The C team came down to final shots. Bears won by 3, and as time was running out, Snake River had a three-pointer to tie it, and it rimmed out. And so the Bears ended up with the 30-27 win, I think it was.
I think so, yeah.
And the Bears had 3 C-team players not here tonight. They're home with the flu. So
yeah, it's going around.
Not a bad result for the Bears. And then the JV Bears up big, 56-30 with 3:51 left. And this is, like the other night in Marsh Valley, an audio-only game. This is one of those places that they won't let us do the video because they have their own video with the NFHS. So we're an audio-only broadcast. Sorry about that, but we'll do the best we can with what we've got. And so Bears lead it big time in the JV, but not quite enough. I was kind of hoping for a 30-point lead to get the clock running, but we couldn't. We haven't had that. And one of the reasons for the delay is the shot clock has had some issues tonight. They got it fixed right now, and hopefully it'll stay on as the Bears now go up by 28 at 58-30 here in the JV. So like I said earlier, the Bears won 10 days ago by 33 in Bear Lake. 56-23 was the final score in that one. Let's check out the rankings, the Max Preps rankings, so we can give you all that. Bear Lake is ranked number 2. The only team ahead of them is Sugar Salem. Sugar Salem, the defending state champions. Sugar Salem 16-0 on the season as of Thursday. I don't know if they won Thursday night or Friday, but as of Thursday morning, they were 16-0 on the season and ranked number 1. Bears at 14-4 are ranked number 2. Marsh Valley, who the Bears beat by 27 the other night in Marsh Valley, are ranked number 3. And then Snake River is sitting down in 15th place. So Bears ranked 13 spots ahead of the Panthers. And according to the computers, the Bears are a 19-point favorite tonight. Won by 33 in Bear Lake. The computers say they're the 19-point favorite. And so we'll see how that goes. And Bears should be a heavy favorite, though. If the Bears win tonight, it pretty much almost puts the regular season championship away for Bear Lake. Because we have plenty of time, 2 minutes left in this game, Bears up by 28 in the JV, and so we have plenty of time. I'm going to talk about something that I thought about here while I was watching. Since the Bears went from 2A to 4A, only jumping one division, because at the same time that happened, they also changed the names of the divisions. But since the Bears changed divisions, as the Bears are now up by 31, make it 33. Oh, no, they call the offensive foul.
Oh, my good night. Okay.
In a 31-point game, you laugh at that and say, you know what, oh, well, who cares?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's fine.
Since the Bears in girls sports moved up instead of playing Aberdeen and Malad and those schools, and started playing American Falls, Marsh Valley, and Snake River, the Bear Lake girls in the 3 major sports are undefeated in district competition. They were the district undefeated in district 2 years in a row in volleyball. They have not lost a district regular season basketball game. In fact, they haven't lost in district play. And there's a 3-pointer by Carly Wuthridge to put the Bears up 64-30. They have not lost a basketball game to a member of the district in 2 years, and they did not lose a regular season softball game in district last year. The only losses the Bear Lake Bears have had in district competition in girls sports have come in the district tournament, and they were all in softball. So that's a pretty good run. And the golf team, the girls golf team, also won the district title last year. So last year, 3 of the 4 sports, if you counting golf, 3 of the 4 team sports, Bears won the district championship and did not lose a regular season game as Charlie Lufkin makes a 2-point shot, 66 now to 30. And that's it. The buzzer goes off, and the Bears win. That was quite the finish. At one point, it was like a 6 to 8 point game at like 32-26. Bears in the lead, and they've just dominated the final quarter and a half and get the win by a score of 66-30 in the JV. So we'll get the varsity teams out here, get them warming up, and we'll have some varsity basketball shortly on the SVI Sports Network as Bear Lake set to take on Snake River. And it looks like they're only going to put 10 minutes on the clock. We'll see when they actually start the clock, how much longer we'll have. And they started it right now. So 10 minutes of warm-up, and then we'll get basketball on the air here from what they call the Purple Palace, Snake River.
Yep. We've called it that for a long, long time. Holy moly, that was loud. Sorry, y'all.
No, it's not. They didn't hear that. That's just our headphones.
Okay.
Our headphones glitching in and out. So what we hear, when we hear it, when we don't hear it.
Sometimes they work.
Sometimes they only work out of one ear. Sometimes they work out of 2 ears. It's all good.
Sometimes they don't work out of an ear at all.
But the other things going on around the high school for sports, the Bear Lake Bears boys have the week off. They don't have any games this week. They are playing, they'll play next week, next Thursday. They start district competition next Thursday right here at home against Snake River, I believe. So the Bears play the Snake River Panthers.
No, they're at home.
Yeah, that's what I said. I changed my mind. I said right here, and then I said, no, never mind, they're at home.
Oh, okay.
They are at home next week versus Snake River, and that's the first game of district play for the boys. The wrestling team right now is in Gooding, or most likely by now on their way home from Gooding, but they've been up in Gooding all weekend at a wrestling tournament. And the Snake River girls turned the lights off to come out for their pregame. So the lights have been out for a second, they come back on now. And the wrestlers Gooding tournament this weekend, they are at home on Wednesday. They host American Falls in a match at home on Wednesday night. Bear Lake Bears take on the American Falls Beavers in wrestling. So next week is a busy week for the girls. They play at American Falls on Wednesday, then finish off the regular season at home Friday night versus Marsh Valley for senior night. The boys play Snake River on Thursday at home, and then they go to American Falls next Saturday night. The cheerleading team also in action next week. They are at a competition in Madison on Saturday. So lots going on next week. The boys and girls each play one at home and one away game next week. The wrestlers, after they are at home on Wednesday versus American Falls, they travel to a tournament in Sugar Salem. So the wrestlers have a busy week as well. It's a 2-day tournament up there at Sugar. So lots going on in Bear Lake sports next week, but we got to play one more game this week as the number 2 ranked Bear Lake Bears take on the Snake River Panthers. And Snake River would like nothing more than to pull off the upset, ruin Bear Lake's perfect season in district play. But the Bears would like to get the win and pretty much clinch the regular season district championship. I know that technically some things could happen next week, but American Falls is struggling this year, to say the least.
Yeah.
The Bears beat them 48-6, and the starters for the Bears did not play the fourth quarter and still won 48-6, allowed one made basket against American Falls in the entire game. The other 4 points that American Falls had came via the foul line. So you got to like the Bears' chances of getting that win on Wednesday, which would officially clinch the regular season. That means that they will host the first game at least of the district tournament once they start district play, and that will most likely be against American Falls a week from Tuesday. So that's what's going on. Who else is playing around the state? Lisa, looks like that's what you're looking at.
Tonight, just a minute.
While she's looking that up, I'm going to tell you, if you watched the BYU game, you saw a heck of a performance. I listened to it, and I've seen some highlights online. But A.J. DeBonsa, the BYU freshman phenom, went for 43 points against the University of Utah tonight. 43 points for a freshman.
Broke a record.
Yeah, broke Danny Ainge's freshman scoring record. Ainge, back in 1977, went for 38 for BYU. He tied the Marriott Center record for BYU with some guy named Jimmer Fredette. So if you don't know who Danny Ainge is, to say, well, is it really that big a deal? No, it's not. He didn't have much of an NBA career. Only won 3 or 4 NBA titles
with the Boston
Celtics and Larry Bird. So, now, what a game for DeBonsa, especially to do it against Utah and to be able to get a big rivalry win for him. So, what a game. Wish I would have been there. That would have been a fun one to be in Provo for. So, that's what's going on now around the region. What else is happening tonight?
All right, well, some games have already happened today. Sugar Salem, you were talking about them earlier. They must be at a tournament because they played yesterday as well and beat Jerome. Today, they took care of business with Kimberly fairly handily, 67-42. That was a 2:30 tip-off time, so that was an early game. Other games that we'll be keeping an eye on tonight, Marsh Valley at American Falls. And then just kind of to give ourselves an idea from around, I'm not exactly sure who you said was in those top rankings.
Okay, let's pull up the 4A rankings, the ones that are going to matter.
Fruitland has McCall Donnelly tonight.
And Fruitland's ranked number 5 right now, and so depends on how things shake down. That's a potential first-round matchup for the Bears at state.
Timberlake is playing a Montana team tonight. They're called Stillwater Christian. out of Montana.
Timberlake is a team to really pay attention to. They're currently ranked 4th behind Marsh Valley.
Right. And then Weiser has Coal Valley Christian tonight. Weiser currently ranked 7th. So that is a potential as well.
Yeah. If the tournament were to start today, Weiser would actually be the number 6 overall seed because Timberlake would be the representative from up north, and Bonners Ferry would miss the tournament. So Bonners Ferry ranked 6 would not be there. It would be Weiser as the 6th seed. And so that's actually, if the tournament started today, who Bear Lake would face in that first round is Weiser.
All right. And then Teton and West Jefferson are playing tonight, too. That's going to be an interesting matchup to see. Teton and Sugar Salem, I was noticing, just played just a few days ago.
Is that girls or boys?
This is girls.
Okay.
What was our girls' score with Teton?
Ooh.
I'll find it.
No, I've got it right here. The Teton Bears beat Teton 46-13.
Okay, and Sugar beat them the other day. Let's see, that would have been on Wednesday night. The score 52-34.
So Teton coming on, maybe Sugar starting to struggle.
It's one of those games too where it's hard to judge, like where they're at. But yeah,
Sugar is kind of got Bear Lake's number the last 2 years though. Beat us twice in the regular season, and then in the state championship last year, twice in the regular season already this year. And if you had to go by what's going on right now, you'd have to say that the Bears and the Sugar Salem Diggers are on a collision course to meet again in the state championship.
right.
If you go back to last season, and I'm going to scroll up here because we've got plenty of time, and switch just to last season on my rankings. The Bears in the state tournament, once they got to state last year, they beat McCall Donnelly 55-14. They beat South Fremont 65-43, and South came back actually in that game to make it that close. Bears dominated. And then they lost to Sugar Salem 47-41 in the state championship. So that just, the Bears took care of business there. The head and shoulders above everybody else in the state except for Sugar, and Sugar's head and shoulders above everybody else in the state. The state tournament last year for Sugar, just to give you an idea, they got to the state tournament. They beat Gooding 68-28. They beat Timberlake 47-21. So neither Bear Lake nor Sugar Salem even were challenged in the state championship last year until they got to that final game against each other. And then it was just the 6-point Sugar Salem win.
Right.
So I started to say earlier Timberlake and who they were and why they're kind of intriguing. Those northern teams, it's the rankings are always kind of deceiving. You don't really know because there's less common opponents, so you don't.
Right.
The comparison really isn't there. The other thing that's intriguing about Timberlake is they're coming on strong late. They had a couple girls that transferred in mid-season, and I don't know the whole situation there, if they transferred in earlier in the year and just weren't eligible until midseason, if there was injuries, but whatever. And once they started playing, Timberlake is looking like one of the better teams in the state. But we don't know how that really compares to Bear Lake and Sugar Salem because there's no common opponents.
Right. They did drop a game to Lapwai just this week on Thursday night. In fact, 65-60, and Lapwai, the winners of that. Lapwai's a 2A team.
Yeah, so that's going to definitely hurt.
But they've been at the state tournament the last few years. We've watched them play in the final. In fact, I think in the championship game the last 2 years. So they are considered one of those higher ranked teams in their conference, but still a much smaller conference than what Timberlake is in.
Yeah, and let's look real quick and see where Lapwai is right now as far as rankings. They're ranked third.
behind
And-
Oakley and Butte County. And I think Oakley and Lapway were the two that played for the championship last year.
And Bear Lake would be a 4-point favorite over Lapaway, and they just beat
Timberlake
by 5. So, so Bear Lake would head to head. Bear Lake's about a 5-point favorite, but
I would think. We'll see.
yeah, we're ready for some basketball. Maybe I think they're reading the sportsmanship announcement now, getting ready to drop the flag and do the national anthem. We will take a break while they do that because you can't see the flag anyway, and we'll be right back from Snake River High School with the tip-off of the Bear Lake Bears and the Snake River Panthers right after this 2-minute break on the SVI Sports Network.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
Bear Lake Bears set to take on the Snake River Panthers live from Snake River High School. Starting lineups coming out on the court. Bear Lake Bears starting Cortland Skinner, Brooke Bamey, Desiree Allman, Hallie Wells, and Peyton Crockett. The 3 seniors, 2 juniors. And now introducing Snake River starting lineup. Got to grab my flashlight here as the lights are off. So number 0 is Sophia Kelly. She is a junior. Number 11 is Ellie Adams. She's a sophomore. Number 12 is London Lee. She is a junior. Number 20, Whitney Edelson. She is a sophomore. And then their final starter is number 21. That's Lexi Anderson. She is also a sophomore. You know, we were wondering if it was going to be senior night tonight. It wouldn't matter.
Yep, they start all. Yeah. They don't have.
Seniors on the team. Not a single senior.
That's true.
For the second year in a row, they have not had a single senior in the program. They're mostly made up of sophomores. In fact, there are only 3 juniors total.
Yeah,
in the program.
I've forgotten all about that when we were talking about it earlier.
There you go. The Bears and the Panthers, Wells versus Anderson for the jump ball. And they're making sure everybody has their jerseys tucked in.
Does everyone have their jersey, buddy?
And Alleman gets the tip from Wells, hands it to Bamey. Bamey in the front court. We're underway. Bear Lake basketball. Lob inside to Crockett. It's a little bit too tall for her. Pass is incomplete, out of bounds. Turnover on the first possession for the Bears. That lob inside for Crockett, just a little tall. And in the back court, Anderson will get it across And the Bears steal it away. And that was Alleman that got the steal. She could not complete the layup.
Blame that on her brothers.
Her brothers were hollering for the dunk. And meanwhile, the Snake River Panthers take the lead 2-0 as Anderson the Bears missed their fast break opportunity, and it led to a 2-on-0 at the other end.
Beautiful pass.
And Anderson
Oh.
got the layup. Now at the other end, a nice pass inside to Crockett, but it was knocked away and out of bounds by Kelly. And it'll be Bear Lake basketball. They trail 2-0. And Crockett will go to Alleman. Alleman up top. Gives it to Wells. Wells backdoor cut to Skinner's not there, so she'll go to Bamey instead. Bamey drives the lane. The ball's knocked away, taken away, and another fast break opportunity and a miss. That shot was taken by Adams. Bears coming the other way with it. Bamey will give to the trailer. That is Alleman. She'll go all the way down the lane, throw it up, no good. Rebound is taken by Wells. She's now tied up, and they're going to go with a held ball. So that'll be a turnover, as the Bears have gone 1:20 without scoring here and trail it 2-0. And the only two shots put up were by Alleman. That last one was very contested. The first one was the one as Alleman gets the steal. The other one was more of a miss. But the Bears 0 for 2 so far. Alleman with 2 steals. Crockett goes inside to Wells. It's knocked away. Adams will get it to Edelson for the layup. So the transition offense has got the Snake River Panthers up by 4-0, and the Bears haven't yet really had a good look at the basket as they've turned the ball over on several passes. And then Anderson takes that pass away. And she tries to go to Adams, and the Bears steal it right back. And then loose ball. Bamey's got it. And timeout taken by Coach Wells. It's the 30. We'll keep it right here. We got a new sponsor we need to mention.
Yes, we do.
The fast and friendly car wash there in Montpelier. This car wash you're very familiar with has been there for years, but it's under new ownership. They got all new equipment, all new everything in there,
Yeah.
so check them out.
Go try them out up on North 4th Street. Fast and friendly car wash.
But we want to thank our other sponsors as well, starting with the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare Scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. We got the 3-point shots sponsor. That is USAVE, Phillips 66. Where your convenience is our pleasure. Live to the full.
Simplot, bringing safety home. Visit simplot.com.
Northern Title, good deeds done daily. Visit them at northerntitle.net. And Bamey will bring the ball into the front court. She bounce passes inside to Wells. Wells is going to go down the lane, up and in, and she's fouled. There we go. The Bears finally break the lid off the hoop. Holly Wells with a nice drive to the bucket, and she'll go to the line, to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That foul goes on number 15, who came into the game behind my back, Fillmore.
That's why we were talking sponsors.
Yeah.
Fillmore snuck out there. And Wells misses the foul shot. Anderson with the rebound. Now to Adams. Adams to Edelson. Edelson to Anderson. Anderson back up top. Adams, Edelson. Nice ball movement. Inside it goes to Lee. Lee lost it, and she'll now just dribble it back out, and Adams will reset. And Edelson and Adams playing about 25 feet from the hoop. Now Anderson at the foul line. Back out to Edelson. Edelson fakes the three, drives, and passes it to Alleman. Alleman with her third steal here in the first quarter. Quickly up ahead, Skinner, corner three, yes. You say Phillips 66 3-point make.
She had the hot hand the other night in Marsh Valley.
And Holly Wells will steal this one. She'll go to Bamey. Bamey back to Wells. Wells misses. Nice defense. Bamey's putback is blocked out of bounds. Bears had the 2-on-1, but the defense recovered in enough time, and I missed who it was. I'd love to give him credit. I'm going to say Lee, maybe. Lee or Fillmore, one of them got back there and affected that Holly Wells shot. It is Bears basketball on the baseline after the block shot goes out of bounds. Wells with it. She goes down the lane, powers it up and in. Hallie Wells with another tough move. She's got 4 of Bear Lake's 7. And now Lee will bring it into the front court. And she's double teamed. The ball is knocked away by Bamey, taken away by Skinner, and then Wells is fouled. So the Bears with another steal. Give that one to Skinner. Bamey tipped it. Skinner came up with it.
Lee picking up her first foul and the second team foul. All right, Alleman and Crockett coming off of the floor, replaced by Humphreys and Hunter.
Humphreys had a good game the other night.
She did.
Coming off the bench for the Bears, another junior. Skinner with it. She's going to have to find some help. She gets it to Bamey. Now over to Humphreys. Back out top to Bamey. Bamey bounce pass to Hunter. Back
Beautiful pass
to Humphreys. She's fouled. She'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Nice move to get to the bucket there. Draw the foul. That was a great pass. That was a Hunter on that pass, I believe.
Yeah, it was. And that one went on Palmer, her first.
Humphreys makes the first. She'll have one more. So after the Bears trailed it 4-0, they now lead 8-4, and Abby Humphreys back at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line for one more. Southeast Idaho Steel, if you've got a craft need that you want laser engraved, whether it be wood or metal, whatever your project is, get a hold of the Crockett's at Southeast Idaho Steel. Edelson brings the missed rebound into the front court. Now she'll go to Lee. Lee's foul line jumper, no good. Comes clear out. Hunter and Anderson fight for it. Anderson's going to come up with it. Now to Lee up top. Palmer. Palmer loses it, but it goes right to Edelson. Edelson will now set the offense to Lee with 24-second shot clock. Edelson out in three-point range. Tries to go inside. Knocked away by Bamey. Skinner will get the steal again. That's another time that Bamey gets it to Skinner for the steal. Humphreys with it inside. Back outside Skinner. Skinner for three. No good. And the rebound goes to Palmer. Palmer goes up ahead to Lee. And then Lee is fouled.
Bamey just got going a little too fast. She pulled up. Lee pulled up, and Bamey gets the foul. All right, Pelto in the game for Bamey.
If Palmer doesn't turn her head right there and Lee, and see that Bamey's coming, Bamey would have had an easy steal, but she turned her head so she's able to get her body in to protect the ball, and that's what caused the foul.
Kelly and Stewart in, replacing Anderson and Edelson.
Lee gets it to Fillmore. Fillmore, foul line, hook shot up and no good. Rebound. Hunter gets it, but she is just to chuck it because she was falling out of bounds. And Lee will come up with it. So Lee with the steal, technically. Palmer. Baseline to Kelly. Kelly bounce pass inside. Nice pass to Fillmore, but she misses. Rebound to Wells. Wells will go up ahead to Pelto. Pelto will hand it off to Skinner. Skinner down to Hunter. Hunter to Humphreys.
Yep.
Up and in. Nice find by Hunter. Humphreys with the finish. Humphreys with three. And they've all been courtesy of passes from Hunter. The sophomore and the junior coming off the bench and playing well together. The Bears started this game down 4-0. They just forced a turnover there as Palmer throws it out of bounds. And the Bears now have a 10-4 lead. This is a 10-0 run for the Bears with 2:37.
Adams in for Fillmore, for Lee. Sorry.
And now to Pelto out in three-point range. Nice backdoor cut.
Pass.
To Wells. Nice find. Wells has 6. The Bears have scored 12 in a row and now lead at 12-4 with 2:20 left in the first quarter. Kelly is going to drive, have the ball knocked away, but out of bounds. That was a nice reach there by Wells to knock the ball away from Kelly on the dribble drive.
All right, Edelson now coming in for Palmer.
Kelly will trigger baseline. The baseline out of bounds or blob play, as some people are starting to call it. And Skinner will steal the pass. So Skinner has at least 3 steals. And Alleman with 3 steals. And we're still in the first quarter. Nice pass to Hunter. Hunter back out to Skinner. Now to Hunter on the foul line. She'll get it to Skinner. Skinner's going to drive. Find Pelto. Pelto out to Humphreys. Humphreys for 3. No good. Rebound, though, is tipped around to Humphreys. Saved it, but it comes in bounds to Snake River. That's Stewart that came up with it. Now Adams down underneath the hoop to Stewart on the trail. Nice play, but Stewart can't finish. Hunter will get the rebound. Wells affected that shot. She wasn't able to get the block, but she definitely changed the trajectory. And now Edelson just takes away from Pelto. She will lay it up and in, and the 12-0 run for the Bears ends. It's now 12-6. The Bears had that 12-0 scoring scoring advantage. Humphreys up and in. Humphreys from Wells, a nice assist from Wells, and Humphreys with 6 points already off the bench, 5 points off the bench because she missed a foul shot earlier. And there's a foul called on the Bears on the other end.
That goes on
Hunter, I think, 22. Is that right?
Yep. Anderson coming back in. Lee also coming back in.
Meanwhile, Bamey and Crockett check back in. Skinner and Wells will take a break. Ball comes in to Lee. Lee will dribble across the top, set the offense. Edelson baseline, back up top to Lee on the elbow. She'll dribble across the opposite elbow, be cut off by Pelto. And now back to Lee on the near side. Edelson, elbow in the corner. Kelly back out top. Edelson, 15-second shot clock. Lee on the elbow, still 25 feet out there. Edelson now back to Lee. They finally get it inside to Fillmore. 3-second lane violation. Fillmore had set up camp inside trying to get a pass. They finally were able to get an angle where they could get it to her, but she'd been in there too long. And the 3-second violation becomes another Snake River turnover. 2-second difference between game clock and shot clock as we go under 30 seconds to play. Nice pass to Hunter. Up, she cannot finish. Didn't have the angle to use the backboard, and the ball rolls off the rim. Snake River with the rebound. Edelson and to Lee, and the Panthers can work for the last shot if they want. Anderson down low with it. She'll go to Fillmore. Fillmore down the lane. She's cut off. She goes to Kelly. Kelly's long two. Misses. Rebound, though, is run down by Lee. Two Bear Lake Bears were there, and I think they both thought the other one was going to get it. Edelson cannot get the shot off, though, on the rebound. And the Bears lead it by a score of 14-6. We'll be back with the second quarter in 30 seconds here on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Bear Lake Bears lead the Snake River Panthers after one period of play by a score of 14-6. The Panthers started the game on a 4-0 run, and Bear Lake scored the next 12 points and 14 of the final 16 points in that quarter to take the 8-point lead into the second quarter. The Bears will start with the same lineup they started the game with. Skinner and Alleman, in my estimate, already have 3 steals each.
I'll look for you here in just a minute.
Hallie Wells, Peyton Crockett, and Brooke Bamey, the other 3 out there. And Bears have the basketball. Edelson, Adams, Lee, Kelly, and Anderson. So the starters back on the court for both teams. And that, just like that, Alleman is able to draw the foul. That was pretty foul-free first quarter, to be honest.
Edelson picking up her first.
So the Bears will restart, and Wells has it on the wing. She's looking for Alleman, and then Wells still had her dribble, but she didn't take it in time, so the 5-second closely guarded call, and it's a turnover. So the Bears start their first possession of the second quarter by turning the ball over. But the lead is still 8 at 14-6. Edelson will get it to Kelly in the backcourt. Kelly to Adams. Adams finally gets into the front court. She's double teamed. She's going to kick it over to Lee. Lee still near center court. In fact, in the center court circle. Now she drives. She's cut off by Bamey. She'll lob it to Anderson. Anderson out to Adams. Adams' three-point shot is blocked by Wells. Then Skinner tips it up ahead to Wells. Wells goes down the lane, up and in. She's fouled. Count it. Hustle play there by Skinner. Wells blocked that three. Skinner knew she couldn't grab it, so she just flicked it up ahead, knowing that Wells would be able to run it down. Wells picked it up, took it to the hoop, drew the foul. She'll go to line for the chance to three-point play from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Bears up by 10. That is their big lead of the game. And Wells misses the foul shot. Anderson will run down the rebound over in the corner. 16-6 is the score. Bears are on the 16-2 run dating back to the first quarter. Edelson will bounce inside. Skinner knocks it away, and ultimately it's a jump ball. It'll stay Snake River ball, so no steal, but a near steal. And on the alternate possession, Skinner and Allman both almost came up with that. Either one of them would have been their fourth steal of the game.
Yep.
Edelson, the trigger. She comes outside to Adams. Adams will dribble and go nice pass to Lee, but she's cut off and the ball is blocked by Wells, who then gets the rebound. She gets it to Skinner. Bears come quickly down. Wells has the ball taken away, though. Lee stepped in, and now the ball is knocked away for Bear Lake out of bounds. That's one that maybe if they let it go, it's out off Snake River.
Yeah.
But they, just to be safe, tipped it away to make sure that Snake could not run it down.
Great hustle, though, there.
Ball's going to come in the corner to Adams. She drives, kicks up the hook shot, no good. Wells will secure the rebound. She brings it in the front court and smartly slows it up. She'll go to Bamey. Bamey with the spin move. Nice pass.
Yep.
Skinner. Bamey found Skinner. Skinner found Wells. Wells found the hoop. Bears up by 12. 18-6. And the run is 18-2, dating back to that 4-0 lead for Snake River to start the game. In the front court, it goes to Kelly. Kelly is going to get it over to Adams. Adams goes inside. Wells knocks it away. Crockett and Lee get tied up. It's a jump ball, Bear Lake basketball, so count it as a steal because the jump ball will be Bear Lake basketball. Bears up by a dozen. They have the ball. 6:03 left to go till halftime. 18-6 is your score. Timeout on the court. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake High School sports on SVI are presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake Valley and beyond. Lenhart Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel signs and fixtures. And Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier.
And don't forget also the
Fast and Friendly
car wash. They should be included in that. We just haven't had a chance to get a new video made. The Bears lead at 18-6 as we come back to live action on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Bamey will kick it to Skinner. Skinner looking inside. Instead comes back up to Bamey, top of the key. Skinner at the elbow, cross court to Allman. Allman drives, goes to Crockett. Nice find.
Beautiful pass.
Nice finish. Crockett got bumped. She was able to maintain her balance, get the bucket up and in. And it's 20-6. Bears on a 20-2 run. Lee finally gets in the front court. She's going to drive the lane. She stops, kicks it back out. Edelson had a chance to shoot the three, but the last time she tried it from out there, it was blocked by Hallie Wells, and so she doesn't try it this time. Lee in the corner gets it to Crockett, gets the steal. Crockett will hand it to Allman, and quickly up and ahead. Oh, Skinner had a chance to get to Wells. Great job by Anderson just to get her fingertips on it and knock it away, or it would have been another easy bucket for the Bears. But the Bears will have the ball baseline. Baseline out of bounds. Blob play coming up for the Bears. It's a blob play if it's on the baseline. It's a slob play if it's on the sideline.
There you go.
The blob play is a lob pass to Hallie Wells up top. And now she'll go to Allman on the wing. And Allman has the ball knocked out of bounds out of her hands. It's Palmer, so it'll be another blob play from the corner with 22 seconds left on the shot clock. 5:04 game clock, first half. And Gets it in to Bamey. Bamey to Skinner. Skinner to Crockett. Crockett turnaround. Just missed it. Rebound is going to be out of bounds off of Snake River. So Bear Lake will have another blob play. It's the third blob on this possession.
Yep.
Baseline out of bounds for the Bears. And it's going to come in to Skinner for the USAA Phillips 66 3-point look. She misses it. And the rebound is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Bears. Good looking shot there from Skinner. She was about an inch long from making that one. USAA Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. Live to the full, sponsoring the 3-point shots for the Bear Lake Bears. And that was only the second attempt for the Bears from 3 in this game. As Palmer's double team near half court, she finally gets it to Lee. Ooh, could have been a double dribble there. No call. Lee will bring it back out. Now go to Anderson. Anderson looking for some help. She'll go to Edelson for 3. No good. It's an air ball. Saved, though. But the Bears come up with it. Bamey, layup. Yep. By the time that the ball was saved in bounds by the Panthers, Bamey had leaked out. As soon as Wells was able to secure the rebound, it made it an easy layup on the other end for Bamey. Palmer will run the ball into the front court for the Panthers. Stop out in 3-point line, go to Anderson. Anderson looking for some help. She'll get it to Edelson. Edelson will set the offense with 20-second shot clock. Skinner knocks it away, but Edelson will get it back. She'll now go to Palmer. Palmer looking inside, just not there. Skinner knocks it away again. Edelson runs it down again. Fillmore, turnaround, hook shot, no good. Wells is fouled on the rebound. So after going up 4-0, the Snake River Panthers have 1 bucket.
That foul goes on Fillmore, her second. Crockett and Alleman out of the game. Coming in for her, Humphreys and Hunter.
So Bamey will walk the ball into the front court. Bears up by 16. Skinner with it. She'll dribble down the lane, lob it inside to Hunter. It's taken away. Kelly steps in and takes that away. She's able to sneak in from behind and knock that ball down. Fillmore double teamed in the corner. Kelly baseline jumper, no good. Humphreys on the rebound. She'll hustle the ball into the front court. Now smartly slow it up as the Panthers have got back on defense. Bamey will get it to Humphreys. Humphreys in the corner. Wells will try the 3, miss it. And the rebound is taken in the corner by Palmer. Kelly with the ball in the backcourt. She'll go to Lee. Lee to Palmer. Palmer drives down the lane. Nobody there. The ball is stolen by Skinner. It's knocked down by one of the Bears, and Skinner came up with a steal. Skinner's been the beneficiary of a lot of those.
Yeah.
And then her pass inside is knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Bear Lake basketball. Another blob play for the Bears as they have the baseline out of bounds just to the left of the hoop.
Pelto in the game for Bamey. Adams coming in, replacing Lee.
Humphreys will be the trigger man, and she lobs it to Hallie Wells. Wells will spin down the lane, come back up top. Skinner for 3. That's no good. And the rebound, though, to Humphreys. And she stepped on, they said she stepped on the baseline as she flipped it behind her to Hunter. So Bears can't secure the rebound. It'll be Snake River basketball. And it's going to be Stewart throwing it away. Hunter gets the steal, technically. And it's Bear Lake basketball. Humphreys inside to Hunter. Hunter to...
Yeah.
Oh, she's fouled. It's too bad. Skinner was going to have a layup.
Yeah, she was.
That's one.
And Hunter was going to add to the assist column.
You kind of wish they don't call that foul.
Stewart with her fourth team foul for Snake River in this quarter.
Humphreys gets it into Skinner, up and in. Oh, it came out. I don't know how that came out. That was a fantastic turnaround little baby hook. And it was down, and then it came back out. Meanwhile, at the other end, Fillmore misses. Kelly rebounds. Kelly's shot is blocked by Wells. Rebound this time is going to go off of Bear Lake. And it will be Snake River basketball.
Anderson coming back in the game, replacing Stewart.
Temporary officials timeout while Fillmore ties her shoe. Now baseline out of bounds play for the Snake River Panthers, so their turn for the blob. It comes in the corner to Adams. Adams drives across the key.
Oh, she traveled.
She's cut off. She goes to Fillmore. Fillmore has the ball stolen away by Wells. Wells will bring it in the front court to Skinner. Skinner back to Wells. And now to Pelto. Pelto for three. That's no good. Rebound goes to Anderson. And now Kelly will give it to Adams, and they'll go inside Fillmore. Turn around, up and no good. That's just like the Skinner shot. I don't know how it missed. Off the backboard, off the rim. Skinner for three at the other end. No. Wells secures the rebound for the Bears. And now she's fouled by Fillmore. After
what happened there? Because
okay,
she just fell over.
After the whistle had blown, they called Fillmore for the not Fillmore, Palmer for the foul. And after the whistle had blown, Holly Wells went to turn around and throw the ball to the officials, bumped Palmer, who decided to try to make it look like an offensive foul. She fell to the ground, and that's how she ended up on the ground. Wells at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line gets it to go. It's 23-6 in this quarter.
Bamey back in for Skinner.
The Panthers have not scored with 1:23 remaining, and the Bears lead it by 17. Led it by 8 at 14-6. It's a 10-0 quarter for the Bears as Wells makes them both. Palmer will bring the ball into the front court, and they'll set the offense now to Adams. Back to Palmer. Bounce pass on the foul line to Anderson, back out. Adams will try the three, no good. Hunter secures the rebound. She'll get to Pelto. Pelto to Wells. Wells inside to Humphreys. Humphreys has her shot blocked, and then they call the foul on the rebound on Humphreys.
That'll be Humphreys first.
That was a pretty quick whistle against Humphreys, but we'll take it because that's the first foul in the quarter on Bear Lake.
Yeah, Wells out of the game, Pelto in. Pelto was already in.
Crockett,
thank you.
Lee will bring the ball into the front court. We're under a minute to play in the first half, 24-6, Bear Lake. Now to Kelly. Kelly looking inside, can't find anybody. Around the perimeter, Edelson, Lee, and Kelly playing catch with it. Edelson on the elbow, bounce pass on the foul line to Anderson. Anderson's going to drive. Turnaround shot is no good. Rebound goes to Hunter. Now Humphreys quickly into the front court. Turn around, go back to Pelto. Pelto to Hunter. Hunter to Crockett. Nice find. Crockett up and in.
Pass.
20-point lead for the Bears. 26-6 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. And 17 seconds left here in the half. Kelly looking for Anderson inside. Not there. And she'll lob it cross court Edelson. 6 seconds left. Lee over to Kelly. Kelly will shoot the threes. Blocked by Crockett. Anderson gets the rebound. Puts it up at the buzzer. No good. And the Snake River Panthers are held scoreless in the second quarter. Scoreless in the second quarter. They started this game up, Snake River did, 4-0. We go to halftime, and the Bears lead at 26-6. So dating back to early in the first quarter, the Bears are on a 26-2 run. And the Bears go to halftime with a 20-point lead after outscoring the Snake River Panthers by 12 points, 12-0 in the second quarter. We'll be back with all of the stats in 2 minutes right here on the SVI Sports Network.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66. where your convenience is our pleasure.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on an LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
Back here, it's halftime in Snake River, and the Bear Lake Bears lead it by 20, by a score 26-6, according to the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. And as I said just before the break, the Bears are on a 26-2 run. Snake River took the lead 4-0 in this game with about a minute and a half gone, and since then they've only scored 2 and did not score in that second quarter. And the Snake River dance team
that was really good.
Yeah, just finished performing a lyrical routine. I guess that would be called lyrical. Kind of makes me sad that I know that. Anyway, Lisa, give us the first half stats.
All right, for the Panthers tonight, 4 points for Edelson, 2 for Anderson. That's their 6 points. Shooting 15% overall in the first half. They're 3 out of 16 at 18% from the 2-point range, 0 for 4 from the 3-point range, and they have not attempted a foul shot as of yet. They have 16 rebounds here in the first half, 3 offensive, 13 defensive rebounds, 6 steals, 4 turnovers for the Panthers, and fouls, Edelson, Fillmore, and Palmer all with 2 fouls each, while Lee and Stewart each with 1. For the Bears, 12 points for Wells, followed by 5 for Humphreys, 4 for Crockett, 3 for Skinner, 2 for Bamey, 42% overall shooting, much better than their shooting percentage last, 2 nights ago in Marsh Valley. They're 10 out of 18, that's 55% from the 2-point range. 1 out of 8, 12% from the 3-point range.
The first one taken. Skinner had the very first one. They were 0 for the last 7.
Yes. And we're 50%, 3 out of 6 from the foul line. Bears have 18 rebounds at the half, 13 defensive, 5 offensive rebounds. Assists, Wells and Hunter both with some beautiful assists, each with 2. 1 for Pelto, 1 for Alleman, 1 for Skinner. And steals, the Bears have 14 steals.
So that gives 18 total turnovers for Snake
Yes, River. They have Wells with 3, 2 for Crockett, 1 for Hunter, 3 for Alleman, 1 for Bamey, and 4 for Skinner. They've also got 5 deflections, and the majority of those going to Skinner. The Bears do have 6 turnovers, and but so much better than did they have? What they have 15 at the half in Marsh Valley. So they started off with a couple of turnovers, bam, bam, bam. And I thought, oh, boy, here we go again. And then they've cleaned it right up. And it's been pretty clean since then. Fouls, nobody in real foul trouble for the Bears. Bamey with 1, Humphreys with 1, and Hunter with 1.
3 total fouls in the first quarter for the Bears. Only 8 total fouls for the Snake River Panthers in the first half.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty quick moving first half, which is good because we started way late.
Yes, yes. The Bears outscored the Panthers 14-6 in the first quarter and 12-0 Idaho in the second, and the halftime score, Bears lead 26-6.
It is incredible to me that in varsity basketball games, in district play, and the Bears have done it multiple times this season, that they have held an opponent scoreless in a quarter.
Yeah.
And they've done it multiple times this season. Against American Falls the other day, they had multiple 0-point quarters, as American Falls only managed 6 total points in that game. And at halftime tonight, the Bears only allowing Snake River 6 total points. And the Bears playing their best basketball right now. It didn't look that way against Marsh Valley in the first half, but then the Bears cleaned it up and pulled ahead, won it by 27, had a 31-point lead at one time against Marsh Valley 2 nights ago. Pretty clean for the most part tonight, and the Bears leading it by 20 at half. And like I mentioned a couple times, but it's worth noting again, 4-0 to start the game for Snake River, so it's a 26-2 run since early in that first quarter for the Bear Lake Bears. And for those first 4 points were fast breaks for Snake River. Since Bears have cleaned that up, the Panthers have only scored 2 in the game, and that might have been fast break points too. So I don't know for sure. I'd have to go back and look, but by watching film, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know that Snake River has scored in the half-court set tonight. They may not have had a single bucket. They definitely didn't in the second half, the second quarter.
Yeah.
And so that's how the Bears are just totally dominating this game. Bears back out warming up. Snake River still in the locker room. We got about 2 minutes before the second half starts. So let's take a 90-second break. And we'll be back with the second half right here on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
Bear Lake Bears lead the Snake River Panthers as we come back for second half action to Blackfoot, Idaho by a score of 26-6. Alleman, Skinner, Bamey, Wells, and Crockett, the starting lineup back out on the court. Same for the Panthers as they have Adams, Edelson, Lee, Kelly, and Anderson out there. The rest are saying, hey, make sure everybody has your uniforms tucked back in. And the Bears will have the ball to start the second half. Bamey will dribble the ball into the front court. We're underway. 26-6 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard in favor of Bear Lake.
Oh!
And before the head-on collision, it's going to send people to the auto body shop at Travel called.
Oh, Bear Lake with a turnover.
Pretty good collision there between Edelson, or Lee, I think it was, and Alleman, but they said that Skinner traveled before the collision happened. Adams was going to bounce it to Edelson. Edelson goes baseline to Lee. Lee looking inside. Anderson now has it on the foul line, and she'll come back out top to Lee. 14-second shot clock. Adams drives, nothing there. She comes clear across the top. Edelson now with it. Edelson looking inside, still nothing. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and ball is loose, and Wells comes away with it. Skinner tipped the pass. Wells got the steal. Skinner now is going to drive and put it up and in. Skinner with the bucket, and the Bears' lead is now 22 with 7:05 left in the third quarter. Adams now to Edelson, and Edelson throws it away. Lee went to cut baseline and chucked it. Skinner almost got her hand on it, but then pulled it back, realizing it's just going to go out of bounds anyway. And the Bears force another turnover, and Bamey brings the ball into the front court. She goes to Crockett up top. Crockett looks to the cutter to Allemans, not there, so she'll go to Skinner down the lane.
Beautiful.
And another layup. Skinner has 4 points to start the second half, and the Bear Lake lead is now 24 at 30-6. Lee dribbles baseline. She'll kick out to Edelson, now to Adams, top of the key between the circles. Inside she goes to Kelly. Kelly spins and has it blocked by Wells into the hands of Crockett. Skinner quickly into the front court with it. She'll stop. She'll go to Wells for the layup. Oh, but it's blocked. She's fouled. Looked like Wells was going to get an easy layup. Her layup attempt was blocked, but they call a foul.
That foul goes on Adams. 21, Anderson. That's her first.
And Hallie Wells back to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Southeast Idaho Steel want those laser cut signs, whether they be steel or wood. They can engrave stuff. They can do all kinds of things. As Wells makes the first, and it's 31-6. She has one more. The Bears starting this half now already on a 5-0 run. It's still 5-0, but you know what? Alleman says, hey, I'll take that rebound. Now back to Wells, foul line inside to Crockett.
Yep.
Layup's good. So it's a 3-point play, but they did it backwards. They got the foul shot first. As Crockett gets the layup, the Bears are up by 27 at 33-6. And we've played a lot of basketball since the Snake River Panthers last scored. Adams will go to Edelson. Inside to Lee, blocked by Wells. It's out of bounds to the Panthers as it goes into the corner. So let's see, they're going to have them inbound baseline in the corner. It'll be a blob play, baseline out of bounds for the Panthers. Edelson will trigger with 5:53 left in the third quarter. Bear Lake up by 27 at 33-6. She's going to get into Kelly. Kelly will come back out to Adams, then Edelson on the wing. Edelson's going to dribble across the top. She'll go to Kelly, 3-point range. Kelly drives down the lane. Wells knocks it away. Kelly gets it back. Now she bounce pass to Lee. Lee to Anderson. Anderson shot blocked by Crockett. Rebound to Skinner. To Bamey. Bamey to Wells, and Wells is fouled. 5.5 minutes left in the third. We've played at least 10.5 minutes of basketball since Snake River last scored, because they last scored in the first quarter. And we've played more than that. As Bamey's shot is blocked, and all of it, how did she get that pass out? Skinner, 3-ball on the way, misses. The rebound to Crockett. Then her pass is knocked away, and Lee finally is going to come up with it. Alleman's pass went through the legs of the defender. Edelson, long three. No. Wells with the rebound. She goes to Bamey, and she's fouled.
That's going to go on Lee, and that's going to be her second. Coming into the game for the Panthers will be Palmer and Fillmore replacing Adams and
Kelly.
Is that Kelly?
So that's actually her third. That's her second of the quarter on Lee. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Bears lead it by 27 at 33-6. Bamey will bring it in the front court. Spin down the lane, drive, kick it, Skinner. 3 balls, a miss, but the rebound somehow to Alleman. Wells down the lane for the layup. So Alleman with the second chance opportunity there, getting that offensive rebound, and Wells gets the layup. How many points does Wells have, like 40?
She is up to 15.
35-6 as Palmer spins down the lane. Has to come back outside to Edelson. Edelson down the lane. She loses it. Alleman with the steal, and then a travel call. Alleman hit her knees to get the steal, and they say she traveled as she tried to kick it out.
Hunter in for Crockett.
Bears up by 29. They're on a 35-2 run. on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Fillmore will kick it to Edelson. Edelson's three is long into the hands of Wells. Wells quickly to Bamey. Bears running. Alleman will kick it out to Bamey. Bamey will shoot the three. That's no good. Rebound to Lee. She's trying to push into the front court. She gets it to Edelson, but it was knocked away by Alleman and out of bounds. So it'll be a baseline out of bounds play, a blob play for the Panthers.
Kelly and Stewart back in the lineup for the Panthers, replacing Anderson and Edelson.
4:06 left in the third period. Blob play, baseline out of bounds coming for the Panthers. Comes into Fillmore in the corner, up top to Skinner. She knocked it away but could not save it. It goes out of bounds, and that'll be a sideline out of bounds. It'll be the first slob play we've had in a while.
Yeah, slob play.
4:03 left, 27-second shot clock. Palmer is going to try to go inside to Stewart. It's knocked away from behind, but it goes to Palmer, so they'll set up. Then Skinner knocks it away again. Palmer runs it down, and then they call a foul.
Brooke Bamey picking up her second foul. Second team foul, first team foul for the Bears. Alleman coming out, being replaced by Humphreys.
Only the fourth foul of the game for Bear Lake.
Yep.
And we're over halfway through the third quarter. Lee lobs at baseline. Kelly's shot is blocked by Wells. And rebounds out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake ball as Fillmore went up for it, but she stumbled and lost the ball out of bounds. So another block shot for the Bears, and the Bears have the basketball and have the big lead. The student section for Snake River, which was not huge to start with, is down 2-0.
They have an elementary kid over there.
Kelly gets the steal. Kelly the other way with it and gets the layup to go. And the scoring drought is over. They score for the first time since about halfway through the first quarter. So a quarter and a half, almost 2 full quarters of play without scoring. Kelly gets the fast break layup. 35-8 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Wells goes down the lane. She goes to Bamey. Bamey with the runner, no good. Wells gets the rebound, and she's fouled. Wells, just with her height, is just dominant in there on the rebounds.
Fillmore picking up her third.
So Wells has 15.
Or they called it on Stewart, sorry.
Wells has 15. She has a chance to add to that from the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare. The Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. She does, makes the first. She's got 16.
All right, Walker coming in now for the Bears, replacing Skinner. And Lee leaving the court, being replaced by Adams.
36-8. Bears lead it with 3:07 left in the third. Wells gets the second foul shot to go as well. She has 17 on the night.
Yes.
And the Bears lead by 29. Adams drives down the lane. She'll kick it back outside. Palmer to Adams. To Fillmore. Fillmore driving, kicking Stewart. Stewart goes inside.
Great
Kelly.
pass inside.
Kelly can't finish, and it's knocked away from Wells out of bounds. They're saying Wells touched it. I want an instant replay.
Yeah.
Wind the replay.
All right, Bamey being replaced by Pelto.
Adams trying to get it in on the baseline. The blob play not working. She finally gets it to Fillmore out at three-point range. Fillmore drives. She'll kick out to Kelly. Kelly out to Palmer. Palmer to Adams. Inside to Kelly.
Oh, Wells got her.
And Wells nodded her head that time.
Yeah.
She's like,
She
yeah,
got
that
her.
was a foul.
In fact, she's checking her arm. She's like, yeah, I got her, and she got me. That's Wells first.
That'll send Kelly to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. This is the first foul shots in the game.
Yeah, for them.
For the Snake River Panthers. And they come with 2:37 left in the third quarter. Kelly's foul shot off to the right and a little strong and no good. 2:37 left in the third, 37-8. Kelly has the only 2 points since the first quarter for Snake River. They came on a fast break layup a minute ago, and she gets the foul shot to go. She hits that little spot that's at the back of the rim and the backboard meet, and it just died and rolled it back into the hoop from there. Wells will go to Walker. Walker, three shot.
Beautiful.
Three ball. You save Phillips 66 3-point make for for Brindley Walker, and then Kelly's shot is blocked at the other end, and Bears get the rebound. Pelto with it. Bounce pass to Wells.
Beautiful
Back
pass.
cut to Humphreys. Humphreys with the deuce and the damage.
Wells with the assist.
This might be the best game we've seen out of Humphreys on the offensive end. She's always a pretty good defensive presence, but she's got 7. Chance to make it 8 from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
Wells being replaced by Romrell. And some substitutions for the Panthers. Stewart leaving the floor, being replaced by Fillmore. Nope.
Anderson.
By Anderson.
Humphreys from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Nothing but the very bottom of the net. And it's 43-9. Bears up by 34 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Palmer will go to Kelly. Kelly back to Palmer. Palmer fakes the 3. She goes to Adams. Adams' drive is cut off. She'll go a corner to Anderson. Anderson looking inside for Fillmore. She finally gets it to her. Fillmore's hook shot, no good, but she's fouled.
Great job to draw the foul there. That foul goes on Humphreys, and that's her second.
So Fillmore will go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line for the Snake River Panthers, try to get them into double digits. And she misses the first. She'll have one more attempt. Southeast Idaho Steel, for all your crafty needs, those steel signs, wood engraving product, whatever you need, laser cut, they got you taken care of. Fillmore's second foul shot is no good, and Hunter with a rebound. And Pelto goes to Romrell. Romrell back to Pelto, pick and roll action. Pelto back it out, looking for some help. She gets it to Hunter. Hunter traveled with it. Yeah, she did.
She turned around like, gosh, she caught me.
She kind of lost her balance as she went to start her dribble, and she took a step before she put the ball on the floor. So with 1:30 left in the third quarter, Snake River has some work to do if this fourth quarter isn't going to be a mercy rule. They've got to score 4 unanswered, or the Bears will have a running clock the whole fourth quarter. Fillmore to Adams. Adams tries to get the 3, no good. Rebound to Romrell. She'll get it to Walker, now to Humphreys, and the Bears bring the ball into the front court. Knocked away by Kelly. It'll still be Bear Lake basketball. 26-second shot clock, 1:05 game clock.
Stewart, Lee, Edelson all coming back into the game, replacing Adams, Fillmore, and Palmer.
Bears basketball, slob play, sideline out of bounds. Humphreys will lob it in to Pelto. Pelto will set the offense. She goes to Romrell on the foul line extended, now back to Pelto. Pelto drives baseline, cut off. She comes up top to Humphreys. Humphreys down the lane with it up. And counted, she's fouled.
What a move by Humphreys.
How many points now for Humphreys?
Humphreys up to 9, I believe. 10.
Up to 10. She has a chance to make it 11 from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
Edelson with her third foul.
Humphreys foul shot up and good. The 3-point play. That's 2 3-point plays in the last couple minutes for Abby Humphreys. Bears lead it by 37 points, 46-9. Edelson out in deep 3-point lane, land now to Kelly. Kelly will go to Stewart. Stewart will drive across, lob play down the lane to Kelly. She's in trouble, so she'll come back out. Edelson for 3, no good. Humphreys secures the rebound, and she'll get it to Pelto. Bears don't have to take a shot. Shot clock is off here at the end of the third quarter. Oh, Pelto with a nice move.
Yeah, beautiful.
Now Hunter with it at the foul line. She'll go back to Pelto, pick and roll. Pelto will come back out to Humphreys. Humphreys lob inside to Hunter.
Beautiful.
Easy layup. Nice find by Humphreys. Hunter makes it a 39-point lead at 48-9. Edelson shoots the 3 at the buzzer. No. So Kelly scores 3 in the quarter for the Snake River Panthers, but that's all they get. They've scored 3 points since the first quarter total in 2 quarters worth of play. The Bears lead it by 39. Going into the fourth, it'll last exactly 8 minutes. The clock will not stop unless there's timeouts. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with that right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
We've got 8 minutes of basketball remaining. The Bears are up by 39 points, 48-9.
At the timeout, Lufkin and Lloyd both checked in for the Bears.
So on the court, you got Paisley Lloyd, London Lufkin, Cambria Romrell, Brindley Walker, and Boston Pelto for the Bear Lake Bears. Adams, Lee, Edelson, Anderson, and Kelly, the starters out there for the Snake River Panthers. Anderson with it out in three-point range as the Panthers start with the basketball. Now to Kelly, to Lee. Lee drives, cut off, little hook shot. Kind of a good move to get herself open enough to get the shot off. She missed it. She got the rebound, and she'll go to the foul line as she went back up with it.
That foul goes on Romrell, her first.
So Lee will have a couple of foul shots here from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Her first one is no good. She'll have one more. Foul line has not been friendly.
No.
To the Snake River Panthers on the night. They're 1 out of 5 now by my count.
I'll check.
And make it 2 out of 6. As Lee does get the second one to go. They're in double figures. 48-10 is now the score.
You are correct.
So 2 out of 6 from the foul line for the Panthers as Walker will drive. Floater, no good. Rebound to Adams. Adams quickly up ahead to Anderson. She can't control it. It's out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. It was a decent, it was a great idea actually, as Anderson had some room, but the pass was just a little bit long, and it goes as a turnover. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Lloyd with it in the backcourt. She brings in the front court now. And ball's knocked away and taken away. Edelson with the steal. Lee with it. Back to Edelson, now back to Lee. 3-point range. Pass goes inside to Anderson. Turns on Lufkin. Shot up and no good. She'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
Lufkin going to pick up her first.
So Anderson with a good move. She faked with her right, spun and threw it up with her left. It's no good, but she does go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. They're 2 out of 6. 2 out of 7 from the foul line are the Panthers. Southeast Idaho Steel for all your steel cutting needs. Do you know what we haven't had a lot of in this game?
No.
It's the USAA Phillips 66 3-point shot.
You're right.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a blob play for the Snake River Panthers. It was knocked out of bounds by the Bears. Baseline out of bounds. The USAA Phillips 66 3-point shot has not been necessary for the Bears. They have a couple of makes. Walker has one. Skinner has one. So the Bears have made them. Edelson out to Lee. Adams. Adams drives now to Lee. Lee shoots the three. And the bank is not open as it's hard off the backboard, and the rebound to Romrell. 5:10 left. 1-0 in the quarter, but the Bears lead it by 38 still. Romrell down the lane, kick it to Walker. Walker tries another three. She's got another three. There's the USAA Phillips 66 3-point shot. And off the bench, Brindley Walker has a couple of threes. Adams down the lane, shoots, misses, but Kelly will secure the rebound. Her shot up no good. She gets her own rebound again. Put back this time, goes in the hands of Romrell. So a couple of good looks there, but they couldn't get it to go, and the Bears have the ball. We're at 4:35 left to play in the game as Pelto bounce past it to Romrell. Now back to Pelto. Pelto thought about the three. Now she'll set the pick and roll up with Romrell down the lane. She kicks it back to Romrell. She had the layup, and I don't think she realized how open she was. Paisley Lloyd straight away for three. No good. Leaves it short, misses everything, and it's out of bounds to the Panthers.
All right, coming in, Fillmore and Palmer replacing Kelly and Adams.
One made bucket for the Snake River Panthers dating back to the since the first quarter. They made 3 buckets in the first quarter, have only had one made basket since the first quarter. Their other 2 points coming from the foul line.
Lloyd picking up her first foul. 3:47 left here in the game. Did they draw for a 50-50 winner?
They have not. They didn't.
Well, it's because I'm the winner.
And we bought a ticket for their little 50-50 raffle. Nothing. Another foul on the Bears.
It's going to go on Romrell. Her second.
And they stopped the clock. Why did they stop the clock?
I'm not supposed to stop the clock.
It's probably just a. There they go. They restarted it. They realized their error.
That's
Edelson
the first time they have.
We'll go to Lee. Lee, corner 3, no good. Rebound, Fillmore brings it out. Now to Edelson. Edelson back to Lee. Now to Anderson.
Great defense by Pelto and Romrell to make her have to throw it back out.
And then Pelto gets the steal. Now to Lloyd in the front court.
Oh, that should have been a reach.
The official was saying, don't reach, don't reach. And then she reached in, knocked the ball away, and he didn't call a foul. Doesn't matter.
I mean, it doesn't, but it's the principle of the thing. All right, Adams and Kelly going in for Lee and Edelson. 2:42.
And it is the Panthers' ball because after she knocked it out, the Bears tipped it again and knocked it back away. So Panthers have the ball sideline. Adams dribbles into the corner. Kelly trapped. So tries to go inside to Anderson, knocked away. Anderson gets it back, but it's a jump ball. And the jump ball will go to Bear Lake. So that goes as a turnover/steal. Was that Lufkin that tied her up there? That would technically get credit for the steal. Yeah. 2:10 left. 51-10. Bears. Romrell. Get a spin, go to Lloyd. Lloyd's 3. Ooh. Oh, she almost got that one. That one was just short. Then Brindley Walker steals it back after the rebound went to Anderson. Walker with it. Then she's going to hand it to Pelto. Pelto will dribble out of trouble. She has the ball knocked away by Kelly. And then the pass after the steal. It's Bear Lake basketball as Kelly and Lufkin ran it down. And now Walker is going to be fouled.
It's going to go on Palmer.
So
that'll be her third.
Hustle play down the corner. Kelly and Lufkin both dove for that ball, saved it inbounds, and the Bears come away with it. Bears basketball with 1:15 left. And Pelto will give it to Romrell. Romrell hands back to Pelto. Pick and roll. Romrell, nice pump fake.
Great move by Romrell.
Oh, she missed the shot. She got the pump fake and the nice move. Rebound goes to Fillmore. Now Palmer is going to drive. And, they call a foul on the Bears. As Palmer will go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That goes on Romrell, her third.
So Palmer will shoot a pair. They are 2 out of 8 from the foul line tonight. 25% are the Panthers. Palmer makes the first. 3 out of 9. She'll have one more. And the clock is going to almost run out on this foul shot by the time they get the substitution in. We're down to
Lee
15 seconds left.
Yep.
And she misses, and the rebound is taken by Anderson. Anderson goes to Fillmore. Fillmore misses. 3 seconds left. Kelly can't get a shot off, and that's it. Bears win it by 40, 51-11. And the Panthers do not score a basket in the fourth quarter. All their points came from the foul line. So 2 of the 4 quarters in this game, the Panthers don't score a basket. All their points came from the foul line in the fourth quarter. No points for the Panthers in the second quarter. And your final score, 51-11. Lisa, while we're waiting for this 50-50 raffle, or
did they just say they were going to do it?
I think so.
Because, they did it?
We missed it. We didn't win, apparently. Oh, we didn't win.
Well, what they do, give the Snake River fans the 650s and give the Bear Lake fans the 3s.
All right. So we got Coach Ken Wells up here. Lisa's upset she didn't win the 50-50 raffle. Coach Wells, they started out 4-0. The rest of the game, it was 51-7.
Yeah, they started out. They came out and played pretty good right off the bat. Made a few good plays, and we had to wake up and get off the bus, but we did all right after that.
Your daughter Hallie had an excellent night. Lots of steals from several players, and Abby Humphreys with an exceptional night. She was in double digits.
Yeah, Abby's played really good lately. Not only just her scoring, but she's rebounded the heck out of the ball. She's always hustling. She's getting loose balls. She's doing great.
She's had a lot of those games, like you said, where her defense, her hustle plays make a difference tonight. She made a difference on the scoreboard as well.
Yep. The other day, I will shout out Abby. The other day during Marsh Valley, Avery Hunter got a backside offensive rebound, laid it up, and Abby Humphreys jumped up and down and high-fived her and was just as excited if she'd have done it. So it was pretty good moment to see her being a good teammate.
Yeah, excellent contribution from your bench tonight. The underclassmen played fantastic. You know what you're going to get from the starters, which is excellent basketball, and the bench really started to come on those last few games as well. So that gives you move to 4-0 in the district. You have your next game is at American Falls on Wednesday night. In Bear Lake, you beat them 48-6. It was a similar game to tonight. In fact, very similar game to tonight. And what can you say about that game?
We're going to have to go play. They don't hand it to you, so we're going to go compete and see what happens.
So the stat of the game that stands out to me is similar to that AF game when I compare them. You allowed one made basket in that American Falls game. The other 6.4 points were for foul shots. Tonight, you allowed one made basket after the first period. They scored 3 baskets in the first period. The rest of the game, they had one made basket. Everything else came from the foul line. You held them scoreless from the field in 2 of the 4 quarters. That's pretty phenomenal defense.
Yeah, we like that.
Defense wins games. So good luck, Coach. We'll enjoy your long bus ride home. We'll see you Wednesday night from American Falls.
We're excited for it. Thanks, Jared and Lisa. Appreciate you.
Congratulations to the Bear Lake Bears as they get the big win, 51-11. The game was actually closer in Bear Lake. Bears won by 32 in Bear Lake.
Yeah.
So it was actually closer
They
here.
scored 23 points in Bear Lake. Snake River did. Only 11 here tonight.
Bears defense peaking when it is the right time, I guess you could say. After dominating Marsh Valley the other night, they get the big win here, win it by 40.
Yeah.
All right, stats for us.
4 for Edelson, 3 for Kelly, 2 for Anderson, 1 for Lee, 1 for Palmer. They shot 10% overall. They did not make a single 3-point shot in the night. They took 11 and did not make any. They were 30%, 3 out of 10 from the foul line, 4 out of 28 for 14% from the 2-point range. They finished the night with 6 actual turnovers, but then the Bears had 21 steals.
So 27 turnovers total.
Yeah.
And in the fourth quarter, with the running clock and just a lot of half-court offense, not as many turnovers, it was obviously probably more lopsided than that. But 27 turnovers, 21 steals.
Yeah.
21 steals.
21 steals. Yep. 4 for Skinner, 4 for Alleman, 4 for Wells, 3 for Crockett. And then just about every other person on the floor, Hunter, Pelto, Lufkin, Bamey, and Walker all each had a steal.
Wow. Excellent night defensively for the
So
Bear Lake
good.
Bears. Who did the scoring for the Bears?
Wells finished with 17 points. She also had 11 rebounds, giving her another double-double. That's pretty much the average for her on a nightly basis. Humphreys had 11 points, like you talked about with Coach. Her contribution was huge tonight. She shot 66% overall. She was 80% from the 2-point range. She made 4 out of the 5 shots she took. She only took 1 3-pointer, didn't make it, but she was also 3 for 4 from the foul line. So she had a great night. And she only had the 2 rebounds tonight, but she had a couple of assists and really had a nice game for her. 7 points for Skinner tonight, 6 for Walker, 6 for Crockett, 2 for Hunter, 2 for Bamey. And the Bears shot 45% overall. They were 17 out of 29 for 58% from the 2-point range. 3 out of 15, 20% from the 3-point, and 8 out of 12, 66% from the foul line. 34 rebounds for the Bears. And then they had some beautiful assists. They had those 21 steals. The Bears did have the 10 turnovers combined with the 11 steals for the Panthers, so that's 21. I think, again, they're going to it's the turnovers, but like we've talked about earlier, the turnovers were a little scary starting out that way, but then they cleaned it up and had a lot better game after the first 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, and we're nitpicking there.
We are nitpicking because, I mean, they literally just won the game by 40 points
Yeah, 50.
and held the other team to 11.
And their starters did not step on the court after about the midway point of
Correct.
the third quarter. In fact, even Humphreys, who is and Hunter, who are both bench players, did not play most. In fact, Humphreys not at all in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And Hunter very little in that fourth quarter. So the first two people that come off the bench didn't even really get out there much in that, if at all, in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Bears could have won it by way more than they did tonight. What a performance, 51-11.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you to Steeton, still man of the game, Abby Humphreys.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Yep.
Hallie Wells, phenomenal.
I mean, you could give it to so many of them every night, but we try to spread it around. But I definitely think Abby Humphreys earned it tonight.
Yeah, this was her best game as a Bear varsity player, so we'll give it to her tonight.
Yep.
And now, thank you to Steeton back in the Star Valley studio for producing. With no video tonight, but he did a great job playing the ads for us. Back in Montpelier at the radio station is
Kathy. Yep.
So
Ray got the night off and Kathy
wow.
did not.
So Ray gets the night off without Kathy. Wow.
It's also, is it Ray's birthday today?
It is Ray's birthday. So happy birthday
So
to
happy
Ray.
birthday, Ray. We
And
hope that you've had a good one. I hope you got to go fishing. That's what I hope.
Maybe some ice fishing for Ray
Yeah.
today. And for everybody else on the SVI Sports Network, this is
Lisa Hillier
and Jared Hillier saying
good night, everybody.